What up out there, interwebs? This is That Devil 3 A-Holes Media, and I'm going to talk to you about Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. Now, I'm going to do this from a non-Robin Williams Jumanji point of view, for the simple fact that it's really fucking hard to do sequels without the original characters, but in this case, you sort of kind of had to, but at the same time, did they have to make the movie? Not necessarily, but you gotta look at it from both sides. From a movie watcher side, you want to see lots of content. From a movie industry point of view, you want to make some money. So you kind of got to bridge the gaps. They pay sort of a tribute to the original character, yes, but I'm gonna leave it at that. Now, I like the idea of a video game evolving. So it started out as a board game, and then it realized that some kids were like, "I don't want to play this," and then it evolved itself. But at that same time, is it like the Carnage symbiote? Is this game like purposely seeking like life force from children and shit? Like, it's a little bit more sinister than it originally, was presented to us. Unless you thought about it like that back then, but Jack Black being in a lot of these kids' films is just fucking weird to me because he's fucking Tenacious D. Like, he I don't understand how these raunchy, out there, fucked up comedians are, that are funny as fuck to me, but they're a little bit out there in the adult realm, become these kids movie idols and icons and shit. So I don't understand it. I don't get it. Now, The Rock. The best thing about The Rock in this one, he sort of had to kind of step outside of his typical "I'm the fucking Rock," uh, the same character and everything. He's still The Rock, of course, but when he had to step back and think of himself as a teenager looking at this body, it was pretty fucking funny. Next to Rob Schneider's hot chick, like same thing with the Jack Black character. Like, I got a dick. That's why I was like, this is a kids movie and they talking about penises and shit and him getting erect and shit. It's just borderline like not a kids movie, like a family movie, I guess. But Kevin Hart, with all the shit that's recently went down with Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart's pretty funny, but in this movie he's kind of just like left to one-liners about 5 times, and then really is, other than the meaning of the big football player motherfucker learning that all that could be gone, and you gotta learn how to use other things. But overall, it had a few funny moments. Had some pretty good action. But it was kind of rehashed over and over again. This one would die, fall from the sky, and the next one would die, fall from the sky. And it just, it could have used a little bit more video game elements to bring it into the new, like, Call of Duty type of world. Uh, like, they kept saying, yeah, we're in this game, but they really didn't, other than them dying and falling out of the sky, didn't really have a lot of video game elements in there. Well, would like to have seen one of them get an extra life or something instead of just give up their life to help the other motherfucker. But as far as like, if all your family was home for the holidays and you just all wanted to go see something, you didn't want to fucking see Star Wars, but you wanted to see a movie. It's a decent movie to see. I'm not sure if it was in 3D or not or whatever. But overall, it's really not that spectacular. There's nothing really that stands out. Has some kind of weird moments, like when the girl that's Jack Black's character falls in love with the guy that was stuck in the game for 20 years, and then when they get out, he's like 20 years older because he got sent back to where he came from, and he's already got another family and shit. Like, he was like, fuck that chick, so. But really, they did a good job of equalizing the screen time among, like, it didn't just focus on The Rock. It didn't just stay on fucking the chick. You know, it kind of balanced that pretty well. Visual effects look pretty good. Wasn't as much animals in it as I thought it would be for Jumanji, but overall, out of 5, give it a 3 out of 5. It's not like it has any like main purpose to it. I mean, yeah, it tries to teach you that just because you're a nerd doesn't mean you can't be a hero and things like that. But it's pretty much the same shit we've been seeing. I mean, that's why I liked The Last Jedi now. Because it did, like, everything you thought was going to happen, it fucking did something totally different. You know, everybody's, oh, fuck The Last Jedi. But it's because the shit that they wanted didn't happen, so they got pissed off. But this movie, relatively predictable. Oh, we got to get the stone. Oh, the guy's going to have stone. Oh, blah, 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 you know. So, yeah, mediocre 3 out of 5. It's not terrible. It's just not that good either, so that's about all I'm going to waste on it. So, make your own decisions. I don't even know why the fuck you're watching this shit. That Devil 3A holds media, and I'm out.